I just clicked 500 miles on the new Road Glide on his CBO ST. There he is. Oh! Alright guys, I gotta say, I really like the new bike so far. That was my buddy Derek at the light. I gotta say guys, I really like the new Road Glide so far. Harley Davidson did a great job. They did a phenomenal job on the new redesign. This bike rides like a Cadillac, guys. So smooth. The bars are perfect. Makes me not even want to put new bars on the bike, guys. And you know I like my T-bar setup. But these stock bars are so comfortable. The seat is amazing. Of course, we got this guy turning. The bike has a lot of power for it being stock. The new 117 engine definitely is an upgrade from my stock 114 when I had that back in 2019 before I did any work to my bike. This stock bike is fast, guys. I'm going to be putting it on a draggy to see how fast this bike really is bone stock before I start modifying it. And I can't wait to do that because I think you guys are going to be surprised on how quick this bike really is. But yeah guys, I really can't believe how smooth the new Road Glide standard is. To be completely honest with you guys, I feel like this bike rides smoother than my dad's CBO ST. The valve train's real quiet. I love the new dash. The new gauges are sweet. But like I said earlier when I was rounding those corners, like the stock bars are honestly really comfortable. And they don't look that bad. If you guys remember on the older 2015 to like 2023 Road Glides, the stock handlebars were like wheelbarrow handles. Oh look, there's my dad right there on his CBO ST. We gotta go catch him. What's the chance of that? Went out on a beautiful 87-degree night here in Michigan. What a perfect night to go for a ride, guys. I'm gonna go catch up to my dad on the CBO ST. There he is. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in sport mode in case he wants to get froggy. As you can see, I just put it in sport mode. We might have to test out the CBO ST and see how fast it really is. Compare it to the new Road Glide standard with the 117 in it. I want to know your thoughts. Do you guys like the motovlog type videos or do you like the garage type videos? The install and review videos in the garage? Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. If you guys think I should do more motovlogging with my crew, comment down below. Let me know because I'm thinking I'm going to start motovlogging more now that I have a decent setup. Let's see if the traffic clears once we get up here so we can actually hit it off with the CBO ST. What a beautiful night. You just gonna ride over there with me? Partially. Okay. Well, I hit the rev limiter because I can't hear this thing. It's like a freaking vacuum cleaner right now. Can't wait to get... You are? I'm going that way. Okay. Well, You guys heard it here first. What's this guy doing? Looking for action on your dyno? Come get some. Anyway, my dad, he took off. We couldn't get a fair race. We didn't get a good race off there, but as you guys can see, I'm so used to riding my performance Badger that I shift that thing at like 6,600 RPM. This thing redlines at like 5,500 because it's bone stock right now. And as you guys saw in the video, I hit the rev limiter and he just pulled right away, which in all reality, that 121 in the CVO ST should pull away pretty good against the 117 in this bike. But we're gonna do an actual drag race from a dead stop and compare both bikes in another video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. I got a lot of content coming. I'm gonna do a comparison video between this and my dad's 2024 CVO ST, and you know, show you guys if it's really worth the $20,000 price gap between them. Because as you guys know, the CVO ST is about $20,000 more than this bike right here, and I get a lot of bikes for the money here with this one here. I mean, this bike handles so well, it's so nimble, I can literally put it anywhere I want. It's more nimble than my performance Bagger with Olin suspension on it. Now, I know you guys are going to say it's because I have a 21-inch front wheel on that bike, and that took a lot of the rideability away, which it did for cornering, it for sure did. But I absolutely love this new Road Glide Standard, guys. I can't believe how excited I am to ride a stock bike. You guys know that I modify everything I touch, and I gotta be honest with you, it does not need many modifications, guys. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff to it, as you know, but if you guys are in the market for a Harley and you don't have a lot of extra money to put into it, you definitely want to get the new Road Glide or Street Glide. If you're on a budget, can't afford a CVO or a CVO ST, you definitely want to get the Standard. This Standard comes equipped with so many options, and I'm going to go over those with you guys here once I get back in the garage. I'm going to go over all the different options that this bike has, but I just wanted to get on here and give you guys some POV riding on the new Road Glide, hit some back roads on this beautiful night here in Michigan, and get you guys some video before it gets dark out. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the garage. Oh, and if you guys were wondering what phone mount I have right here, this is a custom phone mount that I made. This part came off Amazon, and then I literally bolted it to a GoPro mount for a GoPro camera and two-sided taped it to my center console here. I know there's a lot of phone holders on the market that bolt to the purge clamp or strap around the handlebars. I personally like a clean view of my gauges and of the open road. I'm not a huge fan of the handlebar mount phone holders. They kind of look bulky and in the way. That's why I like my phone right here on my dash, especially when I get a text message or a call. I can see who's calling, see who's texting, and also when I'm using maps, if I don't have CarPlay on, which I'll get into that. You guys are probably wondering how I got CarPlay enabled on my standard Road Glide screen here. I'll get into that later in the video once I get back in the garage. But anyway, the phone mount here is literally like a $10 phone mount. I'll leave a link in the description below on where I got this, and you'll just have to fabricate the mount on your own using some GoPro mounts like I did. There's no actual kit for that phone mount, but let's go ahead and open this bike up in sport mode, guys. What do you think? No, not really. Nowhere near as fast as my performance Bagger, my 2019 Road Glide. We would have been to 100 in third gear. It took 5 years to get to 100 on this bike, but how about those shift points though? This thing is super smooth, guys. I cannot believe how smooth this bike is. Alright guys, so I just got the bike home in the garage, and I must say I absolutely love the new Road Glide. When they first came out, I wasn't a fan of the front end of the new bikes. I felt like they looked like an Indian or like a Honda Goldwing. I like the fairing a lot better on the old Road Glides. The more I look at it and the more I ride it, I really do dig this new bike. I dig the new look, I dig the new fairing. The bike feels a lot lighter than the previous models. The bike handles 10 times better. It's way more comfortable. The stock seat's amazing. The stock handlebars are way better than the stock handlebars that came on my 19 Road Glide. Honestly guys, I don't think I'm gonna change the seat, and I honestly don't know if I'm gonna change the handlebars just because they're so comfortable. And like I mentioned in my last video, I'm gonna build this bike a little bit different than my performance bagger. Basically, I wanna have the best of both worlds. I wanna have the fast performance bagger, and then I wanna have a luxury touring bike that I can hop on and go anywhere, put 93 pump gas in it, throw a tour pack on it, and just hit the open road and enjoy my ride without having to worry about fuel, without having to worry about breaking anything. This bike has been flawless. I haven't broke anything on it. It's still running just as good as it was when George tuned it down at All American Cycle, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different with this bike. That's why I bought the new Road Glide, is bring you guys some new content to the channel. I'm gonna be doing a stereo on this bike. I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of different things to this bike as I did to my performance bagger, my 2019 Road Glide. So if you guys noticed, I threw a different windshield on it. This is basically a CVO ST windshield in dark smoke. You really can't even see through it, but you really don't need to see through it because it barely is taller than the vent. But anyway, I threw this on there just because I like the look of the CVO ST windshield, and believe it or not, I found this windshield on Amazon for $63. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys are interested in buying one for your bike. If you want a windshield to reduce wind or block all the wind, don't buy this windshield. Buy this windshield if you want the CVO ST look, and I will say it's better than the stock windshield. It has this little lip on it, and what that lip does is it throws the wind up over your head. Oh, I got a nice little bug there. It throws the wind up over your head so you don't get the wind directly to your forehead like you did with the stock windshield, but I will say it's not gonna block as much wind as like the Clockworks 12-inch windshield that is out for these bikes. I just personally don't like the way a tall windshield looks on a Road Glide, so that's why I went with the shorty. This is a 6-inch flare windshield from Amazon, believe it or not, and it looks amazing for $63, guys. You cannot beat that windshield for $63. Alright, so moving on to the back here, obviously it's got the new 117 Milwaukee 8 in it. This is a new motor from the previous models. They have liquid cooled heads on these new bikes, and I will say the bike runs a lot cooler. The bike feels a lot faster, so shout out to Harley for killing it on the redesign, and you can tell that the oil cooler is a lot bigger on the new bikes. But stay tuned guys, I got a lot of stuff planned for this bike, and I just got my new exhaust. It just came in, my new air cleaner, and I'm gonna be turning this bike into a stage 1 before you know it, so stay tuned, you're not gonna wanna miss it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest content on the new 2024 Road Glide. Moving on to the bags, as you may know, the bags are different than the previous model Road Glides. They're a lot wider, they're a lot deeper, and they kind of curve in the back, and I'm not a fan of the way they look. I like the way the bags look better on my 19 Road Glide, but I will say that they are bigger, they are deeper, and they hold a lot more stuff. Stay tuned, I have some things coming for those as well. I got a whole bunch of parts, literally all those boxes are for this bike. So stay tuned, I got a lot of content coming to the channel. If you guys are in the market or looking to upgrade from your previous model Road Glide to the new ones, I highly recommend it. You should go to your local dealer and test ride one. I'm here to tell you, once you test ride one, you're gonna buy one. I can't believe how much I enjoy riding this bike bone stock. I actually enjoy riding it just as much, if not more, than my performance bagger. The ride quality is amazing, the power delivery is amazing. It's so comfortable, nimble, lightweight, and look at that screen, guys. Look at the new infotainment system from Harley. The screen is amazing. So I've been telling you guys how much I like the bike so far. Now I'm going to share with you guys a few things that I don't really care for about the bike, and both things are fixable, and I'm going to be changing them up. First thing, since we're looking right at it, is the flat black inner fairing. I wish this was gloss black to match all the other gloss black accents on the bike, but unfortunately, being that this is a standard, they don't make a special yet in 2024. Now, I do believe that they're going to come out with a special in 2025, but I just couldn't wait any longer to get a new bike. I really wanted this new 2024. I love this color. I'm sure there's going to be some cool colors coming out for 2025, but anyway, I'm not a fan of the flat black plastic interfering. I think it looks really cheap, and I really hate the stock speaker grills. The speaker grills that come on the CVOs and the CVO STs are Rockford Fosgate speaker grills because they have the Rockford Fosgate sound system in those bikes. So I'm just going to tell you guys now, I did order a new sound system for the bike because that leads me into my next thing I don't like about this new bike is the stereo is absolutely garbage, guys. Like, it is so bad. My stock 2019 stereo I've had in my bike since 2019, and I haven't had the need to change it. I can hear it at high speeds when I have a full face or open face helmet on. Even when I have my full face helmet on, I can still hear the radio on my 19 Road Glide. However, on this bike with my half helmet, not even my full face helmet, over like 60 miles an hour with the volume turned all the way up, you can't even hear the speakers, guys. It's that bad. But anyway, don't worry, I got a fix for the plastic looking flat black interfering and the speaker grills and the audio. So stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss it. I got so many videos coming for you guys, and I cannot wait to get into this bike and start tearing it apart and making it my own, and just showing you guys all the different things that are available for the new 2024 and up Road Glide. So basically what I'll do here is give you a quick rundown on the new infotainment system. So basically you have your home screen here, you have your settings at the top left corner, you've got your music in the middle, you've got your favorites in your phone down here, you've got navigation, which I don't pay for because I use my Apple CarPlay, and then you've got your Apple CarPlay up here. So this is basically your home screen, and this is the standard layout where your speedometer's on the left and your tach's on the right. You've got your outdoor temperature here, and you've got your range down here. You can customize that however you want. You can customize what you want inside of the tach there, and then also down here you have your miles. As you can see, I put 43 miles on the bike today. When I left the garage, it was at 500. Then over here you have your analog and digital speedometer. You got your gear indicator down here, and then you've got your fuel on the left. And then what's cool is you can go into settings and you can change the layout. There's 3 different layouts available. You go down to display, you go to layout. This is called cruise mode. You can change it to sport mode. Puts your tach in the center of the screen with your mile an hour in the middle, and then you've got your fuel and your voltmeter over here with your gear indicator in the middle. And then you also have what's called touring. It has your fuel, your mile an hour, your mileage, your gear indicator, and then this is going to be all one big map if you pay for the navigation from Harley, which is $350 for 3 years. It's a subscription that you have to buy from Harley. On my 2019 bikes and on the older bikes, the navigation came standard on those bikes, so you did not have to pay a subscription. But on the new bikes, you definitely have to pay a subscription to run the Harley Davidson navigation. But there is a fix for that. If you don't want to spend the $350 for the 3 years, you can add a CarPlay dongle, which I'm going to show you in another video, and basically have wireless CarPlay. So yeah, that's basically a quick rundown on the new infotainment system. Another cool thing the new bikes have is what's called a mode button. So when you hit the mode button, it goes from your standard mode. You'll see your modes down here in the left corner. So this is a standard mode. You've got sport mode, which turns to the red S in the corner there. And then you have rain mode. So if you get caught in the rain, you put it in rain mode, and it just helps with power delivery on wet surfaces. Basically just gives you a safer ride in wet conditions. So if you get caught in the rain, you definitely want to put it in rain mode. I ride around in normal mode most of the time, or if I'm on some windy, twisty, turny roads, I'll throw it in sport mode. The throttle response is way different in sport mode. The bike feels way faster than it does in regular mode. I'm not sure what they do, but the throttle response is definitely way better in sport mode. I typically just ride around in normal mode because the throttle is so touchy. If you're in a lot of stop and go traffic, it kind of gets annoying when it's in sport mode because it is so touchy. So yeah, that's basically a quick rundown on the new infotainment system. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate all your support on the channel. If you're here for new 2024 Road Glide content, make sure you guys subscribe. I have a lot of videos planned for the new bike. I'm also going to be reviewing this against my dad's CVO ST and doing a comparison video to let you guys know if it's worth 20 grand more to buy the CVO ST compared to the regular standard Road Glide. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I have a lot of content I'm bringing to the channel, and I'm really excited to take this new bike on some new adventures. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!